Hello and welcome to the Daily for Monday, March 18th. I'm Andrew Wiebe. Next to me, of course, Simon Borg. And Simon, it was a big weekend in MLS. 9 matches making up Rivalry Week. We'll start on Sunday, where the 2 games were full of controversy. In LA, the second game of the night, a 1-1 draw between the Galaxy and Chivas USA. But this one was marked by one play, that coming in the 40th minute when Joaquin Velasquez got a yellow, or was it a red? Either way, he was off the field and the shape of the game changed.
Andrew, in the end, we find out from the fourth officials table, it was a straight red card on the play, and it's a very questionable one. I don't see anything in the play that would warrant a straight red. But regardless, it set the stage for a storied comeback here by Chivas USA. LA Galaxy go up late. You think they have the game in the bag. Then Carlos Alvarez, the number 2 pick in the Super Draft, announced a few days early ahead of that Super Draft by Chalice, gets the equalizer, and it's an equalizer that gives Chivas a lot of respect, and Chalice talked about it.
Yeah, he said it. He said, we got 100 respect points out of this one, only 1 point in the standings. Another coach who sounded off this weekend, Dominic Kinnear, after that Texas derby in Dallas. Kenny Cooper with the game winner in the 90th minute, making it 3-2. The ball coming off his arm, and he finishes easily at that point. But Kinnear was not happy about plenty of other things in this match.
Yeah, he wasn't referring to that play after the match, and we're going to look at this play closer in instant replay. To me, ball to arm for Kenny Cooper, and that goal stood, the winner. But Kinnear had issues with Cooper diving on the play that led to Dallas's first goal. And he labeled that kind of behavior a cheater type of behavior. To me, interesting that Dominic Kinnear would go out of his way to call a cheater on a play that led to, on a free kick 30 yards out that his team could have defended. Just, to me, an interesting circumstance to complain and bring that topic up. Is diving an issue in MLS? That's the question that comes out of Kinnear's comments.
Let us know in the comments below, and you can check out all of Dominic Kinnear and El Chalice's comments at MLSsoccer.com. Of course, Sunday not the only day this weekend full of MLS action. Saturday, 7 matches rounding out the schedule. But Simon, let's touch on some of the big points here. The first game coming at Red Bull Arena, the Atlantic Cup, a 0-0 draw between these two teams. But the big play coming late on, Bill Hamid reaching out, knocking a ball off the goal line, igniting yet more conversation about whether or not MLS needs this technology.
And I think if you talk to MLS officials, this goal line technology will be in MLS at some point in the future, maybe not next season, but the year after. But regardless, looking at this play, we don't have conclusive evidence from replays shown. To me, my gut feeling is that Hamid takes it from inside the goal. I thought that was a goal.
Certainly replays looked to confirm that. In Montreal, the Impact just continue to march on. 3 games, 3 wins, 9 points for Marco Schellenbaum and his team. Are they the class of the league so far?
They are, in my opinion. In their best moments of this game, they looked so, again, expert and efficient with what they do. The ball moves so cleanly among their players. They did have their hairy moments in the game. They gave up way too many free kicks to Toronto, so they want to clean that up. But these 9 points, well earned by the Impact.
Of course, in Seattle, the big game of the night to round things off after that MLS breakaway show that I think we were all pretty impressed with, Simon, was the Cascadia Cup derby between Seattle and Portland. Seattle looked to have this one locked up, and then the drama just keeps on coming. Rodney Wallace with a header laid on to make this 1-1 and take 3 points away from the Sounders in Obafemi Martin's debut.
And it was a well-deserved tie, in my opinion. I think Portland did a little more than Seattle in this game, but they were just not clean enough with the ball on both sides. There was not enough clean passing sequences, a lot of turnovers. But Portland, I think, deserved point out of this and showed that they have a little character on the road. People question that a lot in them in the first 2 years.
Of course, check out all the coverage from Rival Week here on MLSsoccer.com. You can also check out all your tweets and pictures sent in from the different venues. Well, Rivalry Week might be what's on our tongues today, but for the rest of the week, it will be U.S. national team build up to that hexagonal qualifier on Friday against Costa Rica at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Colorado. Simon, the roster will come out this afternoon sometime. I think there's a lot of questions about who will be there, a big one at left back.
Yeah, Fabian Johnson not appearing in his game with Hoffenheim over the weekend. Still questions about where he's at in his recovery. For all we know, he might join the U.S. and still make a recovery ahead of the game in Costa Rica. But if he's not available, and with Edgar Castilla out, what are the 3 options the U.S. has? They can go with Justin Morrow from San Jose Earthquakes, who played with in Jurgen Klinsmann's camp in January. Go with Bocanegra, Carlos Bocanegra, who maybe is not the quickest at left back. Or, in my opinion, what they should do, go after Todd Donovan, LA Galaxy, put the experienced hand out there in 2 big matches. Yeah, he hasn't been with the team, but I think he is probably your best option after Fabian Johnson.
Of course, check out the site this afternoon to find out who is on that roster ahead of a crucial qualifier for Jurgen Klinsmann and the U.S. And also check out Extra Time Radio. That'll come out this afternoon on Buzzsprout, iTunes, as well as on MLSsoccer.com. We'll have the comments from Klinsmann in his press conference following that announcement. That's all we have here on Monday for the Daily. We'll see you on Tuesday.